Okay, so you put a great emphasis on truth in your work. So this is you writing in 12 Rules for Life. And above all, don't lie. Don't lie about anything ever. Lying leads to hell. It was the great and the small lies of the Nazi and communist states that produced the deaths of tens of millions of people. You've also talked about how Nietzsche foresaw the nihilism implicit in European culture in the 1800s that would likely lead to the authoritarianism and death tolls mentioned at the end of the previous quote. And I find this interesting for the following reason. So here's Nietzsche in The Will to Power. Radical nihilism is the conviction of an absolute untenability of existence when it comes to the highest values one recognizes. This realization is a consequence of the cultivation of truthfulness. So in other words, Nietzsche saw that valuing truth to its fullest undercuts valuation itself.
Yeah, he meant that specifically within the Christian context, by the way.
Okay.
I mean, one of the things that Nietzsche, in his role as Christian critic, pointed out was that the death of God was a consequence, in his formulation, of the Christian insistence on truth. So his idea was essentially that as Christianity elevated the truth to the position of highest moral virtue, and then that truth-seeking spirit developed a scientific and rational viewpoint, that the logical consequence of that was the turning of the spirit of truth on the metaphysical presumptions of Christianity itself.
Right.
So that's the context for that.
Right. So what I wanted to ask you is that you appear to care deeply about meaning and the philosophical problem of nihilism. So I was just wondering if you could elaborate on this tension between nihilism and valuing truth in light of what you're saying, and whether there's a way in which you see your ideas as elaborated in your latest book as a solution to the problem of nihilism, or how they fit into the broader scheme.
Yeah, it's a great question. I think really that Jung's work is the answer to that question, because Jung was profoundly influenced by Freud, obviously, and if you read the Freudian biographers, let's say, it's easy to conceptualize Jung as an acolyte of Freud, but it's not really accurate, I wouldn't say, or it's insufficiently accurate, because Freud had a great influence on Jung, but Jung was also exceptionally influenced by Nietzsche. And Jung, I think, you can also view Piaget in this manner, by the way, although not directly as a consequence of the influence of Nietzsche, it'd be more indirect, but Jung really regarded what he was doing as an answer to Nietzsche's question. And the question is something like,